Hello everyone, I'm Maxence Grand. I'm a PhD student from the Université Grenoble-Alpes in France. I will present you our paper TempMLSI, Temporal Action Model Learning based on Grammar Induction. I will begin by an introduction. Automated planning is a field of artificial intelligence which develops planners to solve planning problems. A planner takes as input a planning problem to resolve and a planning domain. Then the planner returns a plan. A plan is an action sequence resolving the planning problem. And encoding a real-world system as a planning domain is generally accepted as difficult, tedious, and error-prone. The reason is that the experts of the system to model as a domain are generally not planning experts. So, planning domain are action models which declare all actions in the planning problem. Classically, an action is composed of a set of preconditions and a set of positive and negative effects. There exist some algorithms to learn classical action model. For instance, we have ARMS, MLSI, LSNO, etc. In this work, we are interested to learn temporal action model because temporal domains are closest to real-world system than classical domain. There exists only one algorithm to learn temporal domains. So, Cushing proposed a classification of temporal domains with a different form of required action concurrency. For instance, we have sequential domains and SHE domains. Sequential domains are domains where any action sequences can be rewritten as a totally sequential sequence. Here we have an example from the PEG solitaire domain. In this example, jump P00, P01, P02, and jump P10, P11, P12 can be executed in concurrence, but we can execute jump P10, P11, P12 before jump P00, P01, P02. SHE domains are domains which include envelope. An envelope is an action whose execution is necessary for the execution of other actions. For instance, here, the action mend can only be executed during the execution of light. So, this sequence cannot be rewritten as a totally sequential sequence. And there don't exist algorithms able to learn SHE domains. Now I will present the TempMLSI approach. To resolve temporal problem, some planners use the idea that a temporal problem can be reduced as a classical problem. Generally, this planner converts the temporal domain into a classical domain, then they solve the classical problem, and finally they generate the temporal plan using scheduling techniques. We have reused this idea for the learning problem. TempMLSI takes as input temporal sequences. These sequences are converted into classical sequences. Then TempMLSI uses the MLSI algorithm to learn a classical domain, and more precisely a PDDL domain. And then TempMLSI converts the classical domain into a temporal domain. We use MLSI because MLSI is an accurate action model learner and MLSI is robust to noise and partial observation. So, I will present the sample conversion. Each action is converted into two event actions, start and end. In this example, we have start light, then as many actions are executed during the execution of flight, we have start MEDEF1 and MEDEF2, then start MEDEF1 and MEDEF2, and finally we have end light. Now I will present the domain conversion. So, a start effect of the temporal action is the effect of the end and start effect. For instance, not end and free is the effect of main start action, so not main and free is the at start effect of main. Then, overall preconditions are preconditions that are present in the start and the end action. For instance, light M is the precondition of main start and the precondition of main end, so light M is an overall precondition of main. And at start precondition are preconditions in the start action, which are not present in the end action, and for at end precondition, this is preconditions in the end action that are not present in the start precondition. For instance, end 3 is a precondition of main start, but this is not a precondition of main end, so end 3 is the at start precondition of the temporal action main. Now I will present our experimentation. To test TempMLSI, we use three metrics: the syntactical distance, the F-score measuring the ability of the learned domain to respect the concurrency forms, and the most important, the accuracy measuring the ability to the learned domain to solve new problems. TempMLSI has been tested with 3 sequential domains, PEG Solitaire, Stokholmen, and Xenotravel, and 2 SHI domains, Ternode Open and Match. We test 2 variants, conversion with 2 operators and with 3 operators. And we test TempMLSI with complete and partial observation and with noiseless, with a low level of noise and with a high level of noise in observations. For sequential domains, the 2 operator variant is generally more robust than the 3 operator variant. Although, for the majority of domains, TempMLSI learns accurate domain, so domain with an accuracy greater than 50%, when observations are complete, whatever the level of noise. When observations are partial, TempMLSI is generally not able to learn accurate domain with a high level of noise. For SHI domains, we can observe that the 2 operator variant is generally more robust than the 3 operator variant when observations are complete, whatever the level of noise. When observations are partial, the 2 operators variant is more robust than the 3 operators variant only for the match domain. Although for all domains, TempMLSI learns accurate domain when the level of noise is not high, whatever the level of observability. With a high level of noise, TempMLSI learns accurate domain only for the match domains. So, to conclude, TempMLSI has good results with high level of observability and it's robust to noise. Although MLSI is accurate, then TempMLSI is able to learn both sequential and SHI temporal domains. As future work, we plan to extend TempMLSI to learn all forms of required action concurrency. This research is supported by the French National Research Agency under the Investissement d'Avenir Programme through the cross-disciplinary program Circular. Thank you for your attention. Do you have any questions?